The voters' roll currently stands at close to 27 million voters, despite the fact that just over 42 million South Africans are eligible to vote. It is a scenario the Electoral Commission seeks to change.
Right now we have uncollected waste and they've created flies everywhere. We are told the municipal workers are on strike. We also need water. We are old and cannot go out to collect water.
Last year's voter registration weekend was marred by some protests where disgruntled community members prevented people to register to vote. The IEC has now put in place measures to overcome the challenges experienced during November's registration weekend.
Those a few voting stations that could not open because of protests and so on, we're working with the priority committee that functions within the auspices of net joins to ensure that there is no repeat. We want people to spend less time within the registration stations, and we think we are geared for that.
The Electoral Commission intends to touch every corner of South Africa, including prisons. On the week of the 31st of January, it will visit the country's over 200 prisons, working together with the Department of Correctional Services.
Our officials will go to prisons, and the important thing is really to call for families of those that are within the prison system to deliver ID documents, because most often we find that even those who are eager to register, they don't have their identity documents. Those are at home and so on. So we want to use the remaining 2 weeks to call on families to ensure that those IDs are delivered to people within the prison system. We will register them against the voters' roll where their home is situated. But on the day of the elections, they'll be deemed to be in the voting district where the prison is located. So they won't vote using a special vote. They will be voting on election day, as with all South Africans.
Those beyond the country's borders will also be catered for.
South Africans who are abroad now have an opportunity to register online since December last year. 7,000 persons have registered using our online system from all over the country. But beyond that, we are giving them an additional opportunity on the weekend of the 26th, 27th, 28th, any of those 2 days. It might be different in different countries, but it's a combination of 2 days within that 3-day framework. So embassies will open, consulates will open, high commissions will open between 8 and 5 for 2 days to give South Africans living abroad opportunities to be on the voters' roll.
The IEC will pronounce on its readiness next week on a date closer to the registration weekend. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.